Have you seen a bird sitting on a branch and the branch is being cut with the saw? You'll see that the bird is very calmly sitting there. It keeps sitting there till the moment the branch is going to fall. What makes this bird so calm? Is it faith that the branch won't get cut and it won't fall? Or is it because it has more faith on the strength of its wings? There are people like that. See around, there are less, but there are people you will find who are very calm in front of all adversities. These are what we call as the mentally strong people. Mentally strong people, it's easy to recognize them. They have three characteristics when you look at them. Number one, they never play victim. Okay, and I keep talking about this many times in my past videos. Playing victim is when you complain about everything in the world for why you are not getting results. Okay, and they are all maybe genuine reasons, but you're always moaning and whining and complaining. That's called playing victim. When you play victim, you actually are giving excuses of why you cannot get the results that you desire. So look at some very mentally strong people, and people in India know about Abdul Kalam. Came from very poor beginnings, and I remember I read somewhere that at the age of 8 he had to work himself to take care of his family. So that was that bad. This man could have very well easily complained about his circumstances, about his life and things like that. But he didn't do that. He went on to be the brain behind India's missile program. So much so he was called the Missile Man of India. He was honored with the highest honor this country can give of Bharat Ratna. And of course we all know he was the most loved ex-president of India. Amazing man. Many of you also know about Stephen Hawking. He was the legendary physicist, researcher who gave us this theory of exploding black holes. He was what they call as paraplegic. He was born with multiple handicaps. The only thing he could do was move his eyes, and he had every reason to complain about his circumstances. But he didn't. He is a legend. He is an inspiration for, I think, generations to come. That's what mentally strong people are made of. They don't complain. They just go do it. They don't give excuses. The other characteristic of mentally strong people you'll notice is that when the friends or their loved ones or people they know, colleagues, when they succeed or they win, they also feel happy. This seems like very obvious, we all do. Really? Let me give you an example. When you see your friends, relatives put those statuses on Facebook or WhatsApp or wherever of this exotic place where they had this holiday and the fun they were having, be honest, don't you feel a little bit upset? Don't you feel a little bit sad, a little bit unhappy? You don't have to tell me, you can tell yourself. Most people do. Okay, and that's acknowledged research which has been done. Or let me give another commonplace corporate example. Your peer just got promoted, okay, and you come to know, and don't you feel a little bad? Don't you sort of say, oh, but you know, he didn't really deserve it, things like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. In an extreme case, I know a lot of men who grudge when their wife gets a bigger promotion and gets higher takeaway now than what he gets. Mentally strong people celebrate others' success. They genuinely feel happy when people with them are growing and succeeding. That's one second trait of mentally strong people, how you can recognize them. The third one is they are fair, passionate, kind people. Okay, and my definition of these people are not those who are vocally like that or visibly like that, but those people who quietly notice a homeless guy sitting on the roadside on a rainy night or a cold night, and they do something to sort of lessen their suffering, to help them. Those people who, in an Indian context, who treat the people who work at their home like maids, treat them as human beings and are fair, and they know that they come here to work just because it's their way of making a living, but they treat them with all humanity, with kindness. I'm talking of those people. I'm talking of those people who, when they go out on a walk, or they intentionally go out on a walk in the evening and carry some loaves of bread with them, because they know they will meet these roadside mongrels. You know, those are cats on the road. There are dogs which are just abandoned, and they feed them, and they do it regularly, and they don't do it for photo ops and post it somewhere. Okay, they do it because they genuinely are kind, and these things move, and there's a soft side of this. Mentally strong people do this. So these three, when you see in a person, you know that this is a mentally strong person, and he is the one who's the calm, strong, kind one. Yeah, and how do they build this muscle? Probably we'll discuss that in some other video later. But there are two tips I just want to offer here as food for thought. Number one, you will find all of them practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude means they consciously think about all the things, good things that's happened in their life that they're grateful for. Okay, and one of the exercises which you can try doing, and you'll see an immediate change in your happiness quotient, is when you go to bed every day, think of 2 to 3 good things that are happening in your life right now, and I'm sure you can think of them. Okay, there is this you have this wonderful partner, you have this nice job, you have a good boss, you have some wonderful friends, endless list of things. You have a lot of money in the bank, you have food in your belly. There's so many things you can think of. Just think of 2 or 3 every night before you go to sleep. Just observe how refreshed you feel when you get up in the morning. Number 2, which they do, is what I call as self-love or self-care. It's important to spend time in taking care of yourself, both physically and emotionally. What does it mean? It means that you invest time every day in some kind of physical exercise, either a gym or a walk or a jog or something you do, and something you do to take care of yourself mentally and emotionally. Okay, and one of them is like to forgive yourself if there is something which you regret. It's fine. So there are many things we can discuss around self-love or self-care. Again, I think food for another video. So just to summarize, strong people, mentally strong people, don't play victim, celebrate others' success, and are genuinely kind, fair, passionate. some of their secrets of what they do to keep themselves calm and build that muscle. Practice gratitude, practice self-love. Try some of these. We'll discuss more in some of the coming videos. We should become as calm as that bird which was sitting on a branch which was getting cut. No adversary in life, no bad situation in life should hurt us, should create any disturbance to our life. Good and bad times will keep happening, but if you are strong mentally, you know that this too will pass and you will overcome them. Yeah. So till next time, stay unstoppable.